Hazrat Usama bin Zaid radiyallahu anhu states, one day Allah's Apostle sallallahu alaihi wasallam mounted on an ass on which there was a litter, and beneath the litter there was a sheet woven in fadak. Hazrat Usama bin Zaid radiyallahu anhu was sitting behind him, and he sallallahu alaihi wasallam was going to Banu Haris bin Khazraj in order to visit Hazrat Sa'd bin Ubadah radiyallahu anhu. And it happened prior to the battle of Badr. On the way, he sallallahu alaihi wasallam happened to pass by a gathering inclusive of the Muslims, the polytheists, the idolaters, and the Jews. Abdullah bin Ubay and Hazrat Abdullah bin Rawaha radiyallahu anhu were also present in that company. When the cloud of the dust raised by the mount reached that gathering, Abdullah bin Ubay covered his nose with his chador and said, "Don't stir dust to us." The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam saluted them and then stopped there. He sallallahu alaihi wasallam alighted from the mount, invited them to Allah Jalla Jalaluhu, and recited the Quran to them. Abdullah bin Ubay said, "O man, nothing is better than it. If what you say is right, even then don't distress us in our meeting. You should go to your own place and preach him who amongst us visits you." Hazrat Abdullah bin Rawaha thereupon said, "You may pay visits to our gatherings, for we like it." Then the Muslims, the Jews, and the idolaters starting revealing one another and got ready to make an assault on one another, whereas the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam continued to pacify them. He sallallahu alaihi wasallam then mounted his mount and made towards Hazrat Sa'd bin Ubadah radiyallahu anhu and said, "O Sa'd, have you heard what Abu Hubab Abdullah bin Ubay said? He passed such and such remarks." Hazrat Sa'd radiyallahu anhu said, "O Allah's Apostle sallallahu alaihi wasallam, forgive him and excuse him. By Allah Jalla Jalaluhu, Allah Jalla Jalaluhu has bestowed on you the status which He Jalla Jalaluhu has conferred upon you. Undoubtedly, the people of this city had decided unanimously to crown him and tie the turban of kingship on his head. But Allah Jalla Jalaluhu disapproved it by the truth which He Jalla Jalaluhu has bestowed on you. He thereupon started burning in jealousy, and he did what you have observed. So the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam forgave him." Sahih Muslim Hadees number 4635.